It's the night before surgery and I can't sleep. Though to be fair, I can't sleep most nights. Or I guess to be more specific, I fall asleep, but then I wake up in the middle of the night. I'm just wide awake. It doesn't matter what I do. I've got books that I'm reading. I might try to take a bath. I might try to take a shower. I might try to go for a walk. It just doesn't seem to help. But one of the things I'm noticing is tonight I feel a little bit less alone. It's one of the things I've really struggled with is just this feeling of loneliness. Like as much as I love having my own space and not being in a prison dormitory or in a prison cell with other people, there's this part of coming home that feels almost sad or feels almost scary. I don't really know how to describe it, but there's a sense of loneliness or a sense of disconnection. I think it's a big part of the reason that I always was going out there and wanting to be around people or jumping into relationships or pseudo relationships because it made me feel less alone. But I posted about anxiety and the surgery and what was going on, and I looked and I got hundreds of comments, like immediately. I got DMs, I got text, and all these people reaching out to me, and it felt really good. Because I think what it felt like was the community that I've been looking for rather than some kind of distraction or some kind of short-term engagement or some short-term connection. What I'm really looking for is a place that feels like home, a place that feels like community. So obviously, I hope I don't have to have a motorcycle wreck and tear my arm and have serious injuries to go to the hospital so that I can find that community. But I think it really is about putting myself out there and being vulnerable and watching other people do the same and also being selective. Because I've definitely found myself in the orbit with people or in relationship with people who aren't able to show up and give me what I need. And sometimes that's because they don't want to. Sometimes it's because they can't. They just simply don't have the capacity for it. Recognizing where I put myself and where I put my time and energy, and what return I get on that is really important, as well as what opportunity I have to show up. Because I have some people in my life who don't show up for me in the same way that I show up for them, but I care for them because they show up in the way that they're able to. And what that means to me is that, like, we're both being authentic, we're both doing what we can, we both have the opportunity to show up for each other. Again, it's in very different ways, it sometimes feels very different, but it's meaningful nonetheless because there's authenticity and there's connection.